It's feels good to start 1-0, that's for sure. And obviously there's tons of volleyball left ahead of us, but each of the past 2 seasons that I've been here, we've dug such a quick early hole. And so now to be sitting atop the conference instead of on the bottom, trying to work our way up, is a good position to be in. And again, we're at the first mile of the marathon, a Big East play, but at least we haven't tripped and fallen and skinned our knee yet. So, this past weekend playing against South Florida and playing at home, and they're a tough team to play, and we just always seem to kind of be in this fight with them, kind of a scrap. And I thought our team scrapped well, and Danny Carlson was just phenomenal as our middle, and she's really filled Becca Gagno's shoes in a great way, and she's adding something a little different. She has her own skill set and her own drive and determination, but to hit 600 efficiency is really impressive, and she's doing it smart. Sometimes she's hitting the ball hard, sometimes she's shot making, but what she doesn't do is make errors, and so that's a good hitter to have anytime in the front row. And then you add in players like Carol Henny and Courtney Mrotek into what we're doing offensively, and lo and behold, you look on the Big East standings right now, and the top 3 efficiency hitters are Danny, Courtney, and Henny, and that's a cool thing that's happening within our offense. We just have a lot of diversity, a lot of movement with the ball. That's huge props to Chelsea Heyer, our freshman setter, who's out there really dealing it, dishing it well to those hitters and keeping them high efficiency. And it's been a cool process to watch Courtney Mrotek. She's a sophomore now. Last year she was kind of in that learning shadow behind Danny Carlson on the right side. We moved Danny to the middle. Now the right side spot's open, and watching Courtney and Holly Mertens both battle for that spot, and that battle's still going on. And that's a cool thing as a coach and as a program. It's nice to have depth in any position. And so Courtney has become a much better shot maker. She's definitely become just a terminal destroyer. She gets kills and thumps the ball sometimes, and it's fun to watch her blow players up. And I think then the biggest kind of evolution for Mrotek is really getting stronger and smarter as a blocker. And she's certainly strong as a physical athlete. Nobody's blowing the ball through her hand. She's really strong. But just kind of that learning curve of just knowing how to block an outside hitter, and what to do with your hands and things that you're looking at in terms of the vision sequence, all that stuff's gotten better for her. And so it's exciting. I teased her a lot last year and going into this year, because she'd get out there as a freshman and she played like a freshman, like all worked up, and she'd make a lot of mental errors, and you could just see that her anxiety was way off the chart. And she's finally worked through that, and now she's so terminal. She's doing the things that we knew that she could do, and that's why we recruited her to come play at Marquette.
Definitely it starts with Chelsea sets, to be honest. I mean, with the freshman stepping in, she's just giving me great sets, and with her offense, it's, I don't want to say it's easy for me. I know that I still have to deliver and do my job, but, I mean, really, other teams have a really hard time with blocking their, right side attack, so I just needed to come in and make sure I just take care of the ball whenever Chelsea gives it to me. I would just say that we, with our starting lineup right now, like with Bayer and Sierra on the outside, we obviously have great trust in them and expect a lot of them. They definitely are very consistent for us and get us the kills we needed. And then, with our middles, Danny and then Tay and Carol, they do a great job with just being up quick when we need to get the outside attack or the right side attack going and holding the middles. And then when it's their job to step up and actually get the kills, that they do it then, they're there through it all. And sometimes it goes unnoticed when they are just the decoys for the, outside and pin sets. And Bond definitely just stresses just our offense, our side out efficiency, and everything is really what gets us wins in games a lot of times.
That's kind of hard to play 3 road matches in a row this weekend. It's a 5-day trip. It's a long trip. There's going to be a lot of volleyball in there, and this is definitely a one-day-at-a-time type of trip. Sacred Heart's clearly not a team that we're overlooking. They're a team that we scheduled for a purpose. That's a good team. It's a good match. It's a tough road match. It's all the things that we want to make sure that we're doing to keep building a good resume from an RPI standpoint and all that. And so sometimes you have midweek matches like that are trap matches. And people, oh man, it's in the way of a Big East match. But in this case, they're really going to come, kind of in order, and we're going to do it one day at a time. Sacred Heart, then UConn, then St. John's, and all 3 matches are equally important to us in a lot of ways. So, it's going to be a big test, I think, of our physical nature. I feel like our team is healthy and ready to go the distance and something like that. Big test in our mental and emotional nature. When you're playing on the road, you just never know what you're going to get. Environments change, and it's just different. And not quite the same as playing in the Al McGuire Center. So we're going to have our work cut out for us with all three teams this weekend.